We'd like to welcome you to Jackson County High School here on PRTC TV for tonight's boys high school basketball game between the visiting Leslie County Eagles and the Jackson County Generals. Our entire PRTC broadcast crew here tonight: TJ Isaacs, Justin Lakes, Mark Solfridge, Hunter Carroll, and my name's Brian Murray. Great to have you. We are streaming to you live on this Tuesday, February 7th, worldwide on our PRTC TV Facebook page and our PRTC TV YouTube channel. If you are joining us live, please make sure you share the broadcast with your friends, and let's promote these student athletes. Hunter Carroll, Jackson County's second look at the Leslie County Eagles this year, and the first time it was heavily in our favor, 69-48, back on November 29th at Leslie County in the opening parts of the year. But you have recently told me that they do have a weapon that they did not have in that game, and this could be an interesting night.
Yeah, Brian, if you kind of look at Leslie County's individual stats as an average, number 13, Wyatt Hensley, is going to be someone to watch. He's only played in 10 games this year, but he averages 17.8 points a game. And I think Jackson County won by, I believe, 21. So, I mean, you add a 17 points to that, and it's only a 4-point victory. So, it's going to be a much different game, I think, than it was at Leslie County. It just really depends on what happens. I know he's a guard. I think Leslie County has two very good guards, actually. Kind of, going to be a key matchup to watch there with Leslie County's guards and then Summers and Lakes as well, with those two just going off. Who's going to be able to get that edge? I would consider, two very evenly matched guards as well. So it's going to be kind of interesting. Like we said, Leslie County is kind of up and down. I believe they have an outstanding coach in Coach Noble. No, he was at Breathitt County last year. I believe he went to the All-A state championship game with Breathitt County, as well as I believe he went to the region semifinals and then ended up getting beat by the team who won it last year with Prairie County Central. He's a phenomenal coach. His kids love him. They play hard. So I believe we're going to be interested in for a dogfight tonight, Brian.
Well, that transitioned us right into Brian's pregame closer look as we look at these two teams matching up together. Jackson County and Leslie County. Jackson County 15-10 on the year with a .513 RPI. That's your strength of schedule. Leslie County 13-11 with a .480 RPI. So records equal, RPI very equal. Look at their points for and against. Jackson County averaging about 6 more points per game. And on the spread, looking at about 7.5 points average victory, while Leslie County is about 3.5 points on their average victory. Thank you, Mark, for the graphic on Brian's pregame closer look. We mentioned that Jackson County defeated Leslie County by 21, but that was way back on November the 29th. Of course, these teams could look very different tonight than they did on November 29th. That was right after Thanksgiving, and here we are in February. Hunter, this is our second game in 2 nights against the 14th region. And one thing about it, when you play another team from another region, you're not nearly as familiar, and like we talked about before, there will be more surprises. Last night, we had a team down by 20 points, Powell County. They fought back, outscored us 28-12 in the third quarter, took about a 3 or 4 point lead there at one time. The boys showed some resiliency, but when you play these other regions, it can be a mixed bag of tricks.
Yeah, and you never really know what you're going to get or with anything like that as far as an out of region team, and a lot of things have probably changed since the first game of the season for the Generals, and I think it's probably Leslie County's first game as well. Your rotations probably changed. There's probably been a few players that have either made their way up in the rotation or cut themselves down in the rotation. And, I mean, the other thing is, too, it's kind of basketball's hard. It's a big commitment to stay that locked in and invested, honestly, from October to early March for everyone, and losing streaks, handling adversity, and it's really just kind of be, who can take the best punch and things like that. The one thing I do what I like about the Generals and what their schedule they've done this week is it's a very tournaments-esque style schedule. You've got 2 games back-to-back and then a game on Friday, which is kind of that 3 games in 5 days, which is what's kindly most of your tournament plays are going to be looking like. It's a very good experience for this team, even though it's not a tournament game, just that kind of that rhythm and habit that they're going to have to get into to be able to go far and be able to advance in these tournaments.
Jackson County got the win last night by 6, 76-70 over Powell County. And if you look at Powell County in the 14th region, them and Leslie County in kind of the middle of the pack. Powell County is 3 spots below Leslie County in the 14th region. Powell County 10-15 with a 44 RPI. Leslie County with a 48 RPI and a record of 13-11. You mentioned John Noble, first year with the Leslie County Eagles, came over from Breathitt County where he enjoyed great success. 54th District, Leslie County is in there with Perry County Central, Hazard, and Buckhorn. They last went to the region 10 years ago in 2013, and they're in a very difficult region with 2 big schools, kind of similar to what Jackson County is with North Laurel and Clay. But overall, looking at online stats that go back to like 1998, Leslie County enjoyed their best stretch from 2003 to 2006. Those 4 seasons, they were runner-up in the 54th district all 4 years in a row, but lost in the first round of the region, with the exception of 2005 when they went to the regional championship game against Perry County Central from their own district, lost by 3, only 3 points away from, or 4 points away from going to the state tournament. And in 2006, they did make the second round. But 10 years without a trip to the region, so Leslie County is going to be hungry here at the last part of the schedule. Players to watch as far as, first of all, for Leslie County, you mentioned that number 13, Wyatt Hensley, has only played 10 games of their 24, but he is averaging 18 points a game. Number 5, Jaden Hacker, averages 16.5 points a game. That's going to be their 2 big guns tonight, number 5 and number 13 for Leslie County. On the Jackson County side, it is right there in your back court. The 2 guys averaging a combined 29 points. Jude Lakes, number 0, averaging 15.7, and number 3, Ty Summers, averaging 13.4. Those don't include Ty getting 26 last night, so that'll bump him up a little bit. And Carter Cunningham also averaging a double figure with 10.2. He wears number 32. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and get your starting lineups and get Leslie County and Jackson County boys on the floor playing some hoops. Stay tuned. It's all coming up next here on PRTC TV.
There's so many great things about life in gig country, and PRTC is proud to be one more. A local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
Today, reliable internet is crucial for everyone to thrive. PRTC gets it. And we want you to know if you are currently enrolled in the Affordable Connectivity Program or Lifeline to help with your PRTC bill. You will lose these important benefits if you sign up for a government-funded cell phone plan. Protect your ACP or Lifeline benefit. Contact PRTC to learn more.
Yes, we're all quite over staying home right now. But we can make it better by streaming the great shows and movies we've been wanting to see. PRTC can help with fast, reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig, enhanced by reliable Wi-Fi. Stream all you want, no matter how many gadgets are going at once. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade today.
We understand an upside-down world. But they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day, and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more, because we have an appointment with destiny.
Trade it and upgrade it now at Appalachian Wireless and receive up to $700 off when you trade your old eligible device in and upgrade to a new iPhone 14, 14 Plus, 14 Pro, or 14 Pro Max on an unlimited Appalachian Advantage plan. What better way to start the year off right than with upgrading to a new 5G compatible device on the region's best network while saving up to $700 off on the hottest smartphones. Appalachian Wireless giving you another reason to come join the Big Blue Network. Why? Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
So, What are we doing here?
Well, just a trim. Maybe kind of a layered look.
Will you read the sign?
How about some real choice? Like the choices you get with IPTV, new from PRTC. Enjoy free HD and new features like on-screen caller ID. Plus, record 4 programs at once with our HD DVR. PRTC. It's all about you.
You ready?
You're gonna love this.
To crank it up
Yeah.
and rock it out. We took you backstage and we made you laugh out loud. We brought you great stories and a front row seat to some of country music's biggest stages. But trust us, y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
That's an avalanche of awesome.
This is the Circle Network, and we are just getting started.
Egypt and Mike are back to business.
This is going to be one of our best yet.
Balancing project bids.
You can do that. I can do anything.
And busy kids.
Here we go.
Get head over heels for their jaw-dropping reveal.
That is cool.
My yang.
And my yang.
Married to Real Estate. All new Thursday at 9 on HGTV.
Big or small, you need to call 811 before you dig. At least 2 business days before digging, you need to call 811. It's fast, it's free, and it's the law. Why call 811? We mark underground utility lines so you can dig safely. DIY or a pro, you always need to call 811. It's fast to call 811 or visit our website. It's free, and it's the law. Preventing gas and utility damages keeps us all safe. Big or small, you need to call 811 before you dig.
PRTC TV. We are streaming live on this Tuesday, February 7th from Jackson County High School, bringing you boys high school basketball action between the visiting Leslie County Eagles and the Jackson County Generals. Let's get your starting lineups first of all for the visiting Leslie County Eagles under first-year head coach John North. They have a win and loss record of 13-11, middle of the pack in the 14th region from the 56th district, or 54th rather. They will start number 13, their leading scorer, Wyatt Hensley. Number 5 is Jaden Hacker. Dalton Browning wears number 0, Jesse Hoskins 11, and number 14 is Ty Myers. Now for the Jackson County Generals under 12th year head coach Greg Parrott. Comes in with a record of 15-10 on the season, good for 9th spot in the 13th region. They will start number 0, Jude Lakes, number 32, Carter Cunningham, Keegan Ward, number 42, 24 is Corey Vickers, and number 3 is Ty Summers. Generals showed great resiliency. We've seen so many games where teams come out of the locker room and one team blitzes the other one in the third quarter. That's exactly what Powell County did here last night, and most of the time they get you on the mat and you don't recover, but the Generals really showed poise in coming back last night to outscore Powell County 23-14 in the fourth quarter to pull out the 6-point win. That game could have went either way.
Yeah, anyway, and like you kind of talked about, kind of props there to Powell County for being able to handle that adversity and never laying down or quitting or anything like that, and coming back and really kind of dominating the second half, honestly, and I really kind of had their way.
It's going to be Cunningham jumping for Jackson County against Hensley for Leslie County. And Eagles and Generals underway. Leslie County controls the tip. And Hensley, we mentioned, only has played in 10 games this year, averages 18 points a game. That's Dalton Browning, number 0, with it against man-to-man defense by Jackson County. Jumper is going to roll off for Hensley. Rebound to Leslie County, though, number 5. That's Jaden Hacker, and he puts it up and in.
And that's one thing, too, Brian, that I think, you know, kind of like we talked about last night, too, is the Generals are going to have to go to that one-and-done mentality.
Keegan Ward with an easy bucket down low. We're tied at 2. Now, the Generals did a real good job against the Pirates last night of Powell County in the first half in not letting Powell County get hardly any offensive rebounds in the first half. That's Hensley. Nice shot off the glass. Number 13 gets his first 2. Summers in a rough spot, but he dribbles through it. Jude Lakes over to Cunningham. Catch and shoot 3 is right there. Carter Cunningham doesn't put a tremendous amount of arch on it, so when it goes through, it is right on the money. Open 3 for Hensley. That one's no good. Keegan Ward with the rebound. We played about a minute and a half here in the first quarter from Jackson County High School. Generals with a 1-point lead, 5-4 with the ball. Both teams in man-to-man. Lake sets the screen. Cunningham, cross-court pass over to Summers. That one's off the mark. Rebound to number 5, Hacker for Leslie, and the floater is up, no good. Rebound to Leslie County, then knocked away from behind by Summers. Ends up in the hands of Vickers, and we're going to have a foul as Jude Lakes was speeding toward front court. The foul will go on Jaden Hacker, his first and the team's first. Hitting the air a little late tonight. We ended up with a triple header, and we did not know that was going to be the case. So we had a freshman game first and then a JV game after that. So we're on the air about 45 or 50 minutes later than we normally are. Ward gets his shot blocked, but he won't quit, and he puts it up and in. That's why you don't lose your determination. It'd been real easy for Ward to just give up after that shot was blocked. So Ward's got 4. Foul is on Myers. That's his first and the team's second. Ward with a chance to complete the 3-point play and does. So Ward with 5 points of Jackson County's 8. 8-4 Generals.
Leslie County kind of going with this kind of floppy set here with 4 out and 1 in, trying to really just kind of make those mismatches and let their guards get downhill like that.
Dalton Browning gets the feed from the baseline from Hensley, and he gets the easy bucket. Vickers going on the ground to try to save it, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Generals. So Leslie County, first time that the Generals have had trouble with the press. Interestingly enough, Leslie County did not press that time.
No, kind of going with that 1-2-2 zone defense right here.
8-6, Jackson County on top by 2. 5:15 left here in the first quarter. Final 2 weeks of the regular season. Cunningham, nice lob down to Ward. Can't get it to fall, though. Rebound to Hensley of Leslie County.
Yeah, that's one Ward would like to have back. Kind of fell away on that one.
And we've got a NBA 3, and there's going to be a bump by Jude Lakes on the 3, and a cardinal sin in basketball and fouling a 3-point shooter. So Hensley will set up camp and shoot 3 of them. First one is rolling good. Hensley, we mentioned, has only played in 10 of their 24 games, we would assume because of injury, but he is their top free throw shooter at 74%.
It did kind of look there too, Brian. It must have been maybe a mid-season injury because he did play in the first game against Jackson County.
Okay.
Only had 6 points, so, I mean, that may have been an indicator there as well. Of
might have not been fully recovered.
Yeah.
Well, he gets them all 3, so that's just like the 3-point shot went down. 9-8 now. Leslie County takes the lead. Jude Lakes in the paint. Buddy, I tell you, when number 0 is on, he's hard to stop. First bucket for Jude. He had 19 last night.
And really like, too, that Lakes has kind of been the aggressor, attacking downhill. He's got on his mind that he's going to score until someone can stop him. And then really liking this Leslie County running this flex offense there with kind of trying to get that backdoor screen for an open layup and then transition into a 5 out. And then it's going to be a big stop right here for Ward to see if he can be able to guard the quicker defender.
Ward guarding Ty Myers. Jackson County in man-to-man. Lakes a little bit late on the switch, but he recovered nicely. 3 is missed, but Ward throws it away. Hensley for 3. That one's short. Big bullet dodged right there. Summers, long pass ahead to Lakes. He's open for a 3. That one's good. Jude Lakes nails the second 3 of the game for Jackson County, and Generals back on top by 4 now, 13-9, a little 5-0 run here.
And that's the shot Lakes normally doesn't take. You can kind of like to see him take that just because of making them respect him just a little bit.
Browning had a full head of steam, but shot it a little bit too hard. Rebound to Jackson County. Lakes over to Cunningham. He wants 3. That one's too strong. Good defense down there by Leslie County's Hoskins. Hensley. And here's the shot off the glass is good by number 0, Browning. That's his second bucket. Vickers trying to get the charge, but probably a good no call.
And in the early going, too, you can see that Leslie County is not afraid to run with anybody, and they're getting it out of the net in a hurry.
Cunningham's jumper no good. The rebound to Browning for the Eagles.
They're running make or miss.
Number 5 puts it up and in. That's Hacker. So back-to-back buckets by Leslie County has evened us up at 13. Cunningham loses the handle on it, gets it down to Ward up and in. Ward has 7.
And that's one of the greater things about Cunningham, too. A lot of people don't really recognize how good of a ball handler he is where he played it at such an early age.
Ward and Vickers going to come out. Gabbard and Singleton checking in. 15-13. It's been a pretty fast-paced game thus far. Already 28 points scored in a little over 5 minutes. Here's a 3. Rainbow 3 is no good by number 11, Hoskins, and I think they're going to say it hit the top of the backboard. Gabbard set to inbound. 2-2-1 full court press by the Eagles. Cunningham lobs it ahead for Lakes. Lakes on the baseline, floats, can't get it to fall. Good defense by Leslie County. Here comes Wyatt Hensley. Wyatt trying to make a move on Lakes, and good defense by Jude.
That's 2 on Lakes.
Yep, I didn't see the contact. I don't know what he got him with, but that is going to be a factor because Parrott will have to make a move off the bench, and he does with Ashton Clemens. So Hensley already a perfect 3 of 3 from the line, make it 4 of 4. And he can pull Leslie County back even if he can make it 5 for 5, and does. Tied up 15-all, 2:10, and counting left here in the first quarter. Cunningham long pass ahead for Clemens. Clemens gets it over to Cunningham. Down low for Singleton. His shot is up and no good, but we got a Leslie County foul. Nice aggressive move there by number 33. Foul's going to go on Browning. That's his first, team third.
And that's one thing too, Brian, that you would think that just going off kind of the size that the Jackson County does have kind of advantage in the post. Kind of look to see them kind of take more advantage of that matchup, maybe kind of get some players in foul troubles and things like that to kind of slow this game down.
Singleton misses the first one. Yeah, I think Leslie County is a team that likes to get up and down the floor with their guards. And Jackson County would probably be well suited by trying to use their size and make it more of a half-court game. Myers comes out.
Witt checking in. Number 4, Gage Witt.
1 point lead for the Generals, 16-15. We're at 1:47 left here in the first quarter. Hacker out there guarded by Gabbard. Now to Hoskins, and we got a kick. Leslie County will trigger it in front of the Jackson County bench. You're right there at the end of it. Hoskins gets it into Browning. Browning down low. Number 4, Witt, puts it up and in. Nice strong move down there. Looked like he was in quite a bit of traffic. Able to muscle his way up.
Yeah, kind of got fought through the double team between Singleton and Cunningham.
Good feed down from Summers to Singleton. Easy bucket for Peyton. Nice dime by Summers. Open 3 for number 11 is good. That's Jesse Hoskins.
And that kind of goes back to, Brian, your point of you can't take any time not getting back. Even though Summers was on the opposite side of the floor, that was his man who he give up the open 3 to. So even on a made basket, you're going to have to be hustling back. You may, if you're Coach Parrott, you may be sending one to the board and the shooter, and then you need to send 3 back. This way we can get a matchup zone, things like that, just so you don't have any problems like that with like mental mistakes.
Cunningham, cross-court pass. Summers' 3 is too strong. Rebound to number 11, Hoskins for Leslie County. They got the ball and a 2-point lead with 35 seconds left in the first frame. Screen set for Hensley. That shot is no good. Rebound to Clemens, and then we're going to have a foul on Leslie County. Browning's picked up his second. So we got a starter for Leslie County and a starter for Jackson County with 2 apiece here in this first quarter. Jesse Osborne checks in. Jackson County could hold for the final shot of the period with 22 seconds left. They're down by 2. Cunningham, jumper, no good. Rebound, knocked around. Hensley ends up with it for Leslie County with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Hensley puts it up, acrobatic shot up and in. He's got 9, 3 seconds left. Gabbard launches a prayer. It was online, but a little bit too strong. So Leslie County with a 4-point lead at the end of the first quarter. 22-18 over Jackson County. Stay tuned, the second quarter of action coming up next. From Jackson County High School, we are PRTC TV.
HGTV's Feel Good Favorite is back with all new episodes.
Holy cow.
Ben and Aaron are bringing heart and soul to their hometown. Join for all new feels,
We like making dreams come true.
reveals, and everything in between.
We need a bigger bathroom.
Hometown is all new. Sunday at 8 on HGTV.
A bundle from PRTC is your local choice for internet, TV, and phone at a better value. Our internet's faster than ever, with consistent, affordable speeds, no matter how many devices are online. State-of-the-art TV connections deliver more HD choices, convenient DVR options, and now TV everywhere. And unlimited local calling with new long-distance plans, backed by exceptional 24-hour customer service. Make the local choice for a better value. Call or visit PRTC online today.
Since online stats began in the late 90s, these two teams have met 8 times, and they have split them 4 wins apiece. Jackson County and Leslie County. Jackson County on the uptick, though, as they have won the last 3 matchups between these two teams. Leslie County defeated Jackson County in 2001, 2012, 2021 twice. And then Jackson County defeated them in 2021, twice in 2022, and then once back in 2007. Of course, they played back on November 29th at Leslie County, with Jackson County winning by 21. PRTC TV bringing you Jackson County and Leslie County, a steal by Ty Summers from the weak side. Summers into front court. Lakes penetrates. Puts the scoop shot up, no good. Rebound, kicks out to Cunningham. His shot's too strong. Generals with 2 shots at it, can't get it to fall. Here comes Hensley for Leslie County. 3 from the right elbow is too strong for number 5, Hacker. Rebound to Cunningham. Here comes Summers. Ward not expecting that pass, but nice job of cleaning it up. Misses it. Vickers with the rebound. Pump fake, up off the glass and good. So Corey Vickers battling hard in the paint.
Yeah, really nice move there by Vickers, able to get that offensive rebound. Summers seemed a little out of control there, kind of dumped it off to Ward. Really wasn't expecting it. You know, Ward putting on the floor down right now is not really his game. He's more of a back to the basket. But props to Vickers for battling through. Ben will get that offensive rebound and bring the Generals within 2.
Number 5 out top, Hacker, guarded by Vickers. Jackson County sticking with man-to-man. And we've got a push. Number 5 called for the foul.
And that'll be his second, too.
That's you're right. Number 2 on Hacker as well. I don't know if Jude kind of drew him into that foul or not. Number 5, Hacker, really pleading his case, so to speak.
And sometimes, too, when you know, Coach Nobles, that offense sit there running that flex cut that a lot of coaches like to run. That's something you kind of run into, too, as well, as, you know, you're probably going to pick up a few offensive fouls on a moving pick. just because sometimes your players aren't set or sometimes the defender sells it.
Lakes flashes back out to Summers, but can't get the shot to go, and a heads-up play by number 3, Dylan Smith, who had just checked in, saved it in bounds, and by bouncing it off of a Jackson County player. Leslie County with the ball and a 2-point lead. 6:18 left here in the first half. Hensley leading the scoring for Leslie County with 9. Keegan Ward leading Jackson County with 7. Gage Witt, ball overhead. Over to Wyatt Hensley. Wyatt penetrates in the paint and tried to get a little fancy, and it cost him. Jude Lakes with the pick on the behind the back pass to trying to get it to Witt. Jude Lakes in the paint, up and in. 7 for Jude, and we're back even now at 22 as the Generals with the first 2 buckets here in this second quarter. They've held Leslie County scoreless for the first 2.5 minutes here in the second. Hensley gets the screen, puts it up and in. He's got a really good shot on him.
Yeah, and, you know, kind of credits there to Witt with that screen, kind of poor communication there between Lakes and Ward of kind of who to switch, and Ward kind of not coming out to help Lakes any to get through the pick.
Jude Lakes dribbles out of traffic. Summers for a triple. That one's good. I knew he'd get going.
Yeah, really nice extra pass there too by Vickers. You know, kind of had the open shot, but made the extra pass for an even better shot.
That's the third 3 of the game for Jackson County. Leslie County only with 1. And the Generals pull ahead 25-24. They've outscored them 7-2 here in the first half of the second quarter. Hensley trying to make a move on Vickers. Vickers sticking right with him. Over to number 1, Osborne for a 3. That's an air ball. Rebound to Vickers. Outlet to Lakes. Generals don't have numbers. Jude, cross-court pass over to Summers. Lakes with it in the corner. Cross-court pass.
Good.
Summers, right elbow 3 is too strong. Got the shot they were looking for. Number 33 with the rebound. That's Saylor, who had just checked in. 25-24, Jackson County by 1. It's number 33, Saylor with the ball now. We're under 4 minutes in the second. Hensley in traffic, puts the scoop shot up and in. Well, I think we have probably identified the force to be reckoned with. Number 13, Wyatt Hensley with 13.
And one thing too, Brian, you know that Coach Noble's going to have a lot of faith in Hensley if he's setting him 2 off-ball picks to try and get him open and get some kind of look.
Line drive by Carter Cunningham is good. That's his second bucket. He's got 5. And the Generals up by 1, 27-26. We got a full timeout on the floor called by Coach John Noble of Leslie County. We're back in just a few with more on PRTC TV.
As a U.S. veteran, imagine getting the care you need without driving all the way to Lexington. At the Virtual Living Room in McKee, you'll have access to VA doctors who can prescribe medications through an easy-to-use computer set up in a private, comfortable environment inside the Jackson County Public Library. Schedule an appointment through your VA doctor today. Gigabit broadband internet service for the Virtual Living Room is provided by PRTC.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, in touch. PRTC cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes life better. If you need an upgrade or just have a question, get in touch. Call or visit PRTC online today.
On the strength of outscoring Leslie County 9-4 in the first 4.5 minutes here in the second quarter, Jackson County has regained the lead over the visiting Leslie County Eagles, 27-26 from Jackson County High School. This is PRTC TV. Leslie County's ball out of the timeout. Hensley across the timeline for the Eagles.
General's kind of trying that 2-2-1 press right there, back into a 2-3 zone.
Leslie County's been doing their 2-2-1 press quite a bit. I think the Generals had a problem with it one time. Witt down low, picks up his dribble, back out top to Smith, and then they throw it away. Trying to get it over to Osborne in the corner, and the pass might have been shielded or deflected, but Leslie County turns it over. Markham, who had just checked in during the timeout, inbounds it to Cunningham. And Cunningham trying to get it ahead to Summers, but good defense down there by
It's the Sailor, I believe.
number 33, Sailor, to knock it away.
Nice little deflection. And that one thing I think Leslie County's done a very good job at, too, so far, is they've mixed in their pressures. They've been a little man-to-man trap on the first pass, 1-2-2, and then a 2-2-2-1. So kind of just several different presses to really confuse the Generals.
Andrew Gabbard, a moment of indecision and drug his pivot foot, called traveling. So the teams exchange turnovers out of the timeout. 2:40 left before halftime. Osborne to Witt. Hands off to Hensley. Hensley gets the screen from Witt. Generals do a good job switching off to not let Hensley have the room he needs. Again, the screen from Witt and knocked away. Stolen by Andrew Gabbard. Gabbard all the way down and got it to fall. You talk about quick redemption for a turnover. I did not like his chances as he was driving toward the basket, just unabashedly taking on 3 defenders there. I didn't like his chances to make that bucket.
No, and honestly, too, Kindly looked like he may have been a little out of control.
Yeah, I think he was.
When he first started there, and then kind of Hensley, I believe, they got it on Witt.
Yeah, on
But
Witt.
those two, Kindly, both kind of hit him at the same time.
Yeah. Andrew Gabbard, not only Andrew Gabbard was very brave on that, but so was Justin Lakes down there because he had 4 guys steaming at him.
Yeah, I did see Andrew Gabbard did try to kindly tense up a little bit there to save Lakes and the PRTC camera, so we are very thankful for that.
We are, because they could have took him out. 30-26 after that big bucket from Gabbard, a 4-point lead for the Generals. We've got a bunch of people coming out for Leslie County, 3 or 4 of them. Minute 50 left before halftime. Generals have outscored them 12-4 here in this second quarter. Summers, nice little ball handling. Can't get it to fall, though. Rebound picked up by number 11, Hoskins, for Leslie County. Floater is going to be no good, but we've got a foul, I believe, on Markham. First on Jamison, and only the team's third. So Jackson County certainly not fighting any foul trouble, except for Jude Lakes has 2 of the 3. Free throw is good by number 5, Jaden Hacker, his first free throw of the night. Leslie County a perfect 6 of 6 from the line. Jackson County 3 of 4. And I jinxed him. First miss. Ty Summers across the timeline, a minute 20 before intermission. Generals with a 3-point lead. Clemens over to Gabbard. Catch and shoot 3 is good. Andrew Gabbard with the last 6 points for Jackson County and the lead up to 6 at 33-27.
Been a really nice spark off the bench tonight as well for the Generals, kind of getting those 6 quick bench points. And one thing about Gabbard, seems like he's kind of a microwave. He gets fast and he gets a few going in a hurry.
A microwave, huh? I like that. Number 5, nice floater there from Jaden Hacker. He's got 7. And the Generals could hold for the final shot of the half with 38 seconds left. Down to Clemens, though. He's got an open look. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to Leslie County's Browning. 25 seconds. Here's a 3, and that one is too strong. Rebound to Leslie County, though. Jackson County with some size advantage, but Leslie County getting their fair share of rebounds. We're down to 10 seconds in the half. They're going to find number 13. Well, they're going to number 11 for a three from the wing. That's Jesse Hoskins.
Really smart decision there by Hensley to know that there was an open player. He probably had a nice look, but he made the extra pass for the better look.
Having confidence in his teammates, too. So after Andrew Gabbard scores 6 in a row for Jackson County, then Leslie comes back with 5 in a row to close the half out. And Jackson County with a 1-point lead at the half. The Generals 33 and the Eagles 32. Stay tuned for Halftime with Hunter coming up next. We'll also check some scores from around the region. It's all coming up straight ahead here on PRTC TV.
February 12th. The furriest rivalry in sports is back. When Team Rough battles Team Fluff.
What a game!
The Big Blue Crew versus the Tangerine Machine.
Touchdown!
Puppy Bowl 19. Sunday, February 12th on Animal Planet.
Not enough power? Not okay. Weak Wi-Fi? Also not okay. These days, your home's got Wi-Fi connected gadgets and devices here, there, everywhere, and they all use more and more Wi-Fi until, luckily, an easy upgrade to PRTC fast, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes it all okay. Call or visit PRTC online for a great upgrade offer today.
Fiber-powered internet from PRTC is fast. Crazy fast. Experience crazy fast internet speeds from PRTC with reliable downloads up to 1 gig. Now you can surf, stream, game, chill with speed to spare. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Accelerate your internet. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade your internet today.
Trade it and upgrade it now at Appalachian Wireless and receive up to $700 off when you trade your old eligible device in and upgrade to a new iPhone 14, 14 Plus, 14 Pro, or 14 Pro Max on an unlimited Appalachian Advantage plan. What better way to start the year off right than with upgrading to a new 5G compatible device on the region's best network while saving up to $700 off on the hottest smartphones. Appalachian Wireless giving you another reason to come join the Big Blue Network. Why? Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
There are lots of small reasons to have home phone service, and one very big one. 911 emergency location. Only a call from your home phone instantly transmits your address to emergency personnel. Cell phones can't.
911, what's your emergency?
If trouble comes to your home, seconds count. PRTC Home Phone helps first responders do their job. It's a small price to pay for what you can save.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Well, it has been a close game all the way from the beginning with neither team able to get too far ahead of the other one, and it's certainly that way at the half. Jackson County with a 1-point lead over the visiting Leslie County Eagles 33-32 here on PRTC TV, coming to you live on this Tuesday, February 7th, streaming worldwide across the PRTC TV Facebook pages and YouTube channel. Jackson County was outscored by 4 in that first quarter, 22-18. They came back and outscored Leslie County 15-10 in that second quarter, even though Leslie County scored the last 5 points of the quarter to bring us to our halftime score of 33-32. Let's get a rundown on how we got here inside the numbers. It is halftime with Hunter.
We'll start with the team. If you go, Leslie County was 12 of 23 from the field for 52%. Compared to Jackson County's 13 of 30 for 43%. The Generals did shoot 4 of 10 for 40% from the three-point line compared to Leslie County's 2 of 10 for 20%. Leslie County was 6 of 7 for 86% from the free throw line compared to Jackson County's 3 of 4 for 75%. Jackson County had 13 team rebounds compared to Leslie County's 15. Leslie County did have 7 turnovers compared to Jackson County's 3 turnovers. And then if you go to the individual side, we'll start with Leslie County. You had number 4, Gage Witt, with 2 points. Number 0, Dalton Browning, with 4 points. Number 11, Jesse Hoskins, with 6 points. Number 5, Jaden Hacker, with 7 points. And Leslie County was led by number 13, Wyatt Hensley, with 13 points. Then if you flip over to the general side, you had number 24, Corey Vickers, with 2 points. Number 33, Peyton Singleton, with 3 points. Number 3, Titus Summers, with 3 points. Number 32, Carter Cunningham, with 5 points. Number 10, Andrew Garrett, with 6 points. Number 0, Jude Lakes, with 7 points. And number 42 was Keegan Ward, with 7 points and 5 rebounds.
You look at those stats here on Halftime with Hunter, and the stats are pretty even. General's done a great job with only 3 turnovers. Didn't expect Leslie County would have the rebounding advantage, so that's something the Generals need to flip around with their size advantage in this second half upcoming. And also a glaring stat, too, is you've got 10 points combined from your backcourt duo.
Yeah, and one thing, though, I did think Jackson County did very good. They only held Leslie County to 3 offensive rebounds in the first half, and the Generals were able to pull away 4 of their own. The backcourt is kind of concerning. Jude picked up those 2 early fouls, kind of hindered him from some of his minutes and things like that. I think Leslie County has done a very good job of they've not chased Summers, but they've really been denying him and making him put it on the floor and making him feel uncomfortable. I thought they did a good job at that. But another stat, too, that's kind of been, I think, in the benefit of the Generals is they only had 3 turnovers at half compared to Leslie County's 7. So even though they're losing the rebounding battle right now, they kind of have forced more turnovers. And as well, they've shot the 3 a little better. Sometimes the 3 can keep you in games, and it can certainly take you out of games. They both shot 10 threes. Jackson County has made 4. Leslie County made 2. It's kind of one of the differences as well. But like I said, thought for the Generals to come out with this win, I really think they're going to have to be able to control the glass. It's going to have to be that one-and-done mentality like we've talked about. You'd like to keep them, if you could, even under 3 offensive rebounds there in this second half, too, maybe as kind of a goal for the Generals. And, kind of try to force some more turnovers. That's one of the things that can sometimes hinder you if you play fast. It can cause you kind of to be more sped up and have those turnovers.
Taking a quick look at around the region action from last night, Barberville defeated McCreary Central 65-59. Bell County defeated Clay County 67-62. Jackson City beat Owsley County 76-56. Pineville over OBI 75-66. That's the only games in the 13th region and close by Jackson County from last night. Playing tonight, you've got Clay County at Barberville, Owsley County at Berea, Knox Central at Cordia. Harlan going across town to play the Harlan County Black Bears. We've also got South Laurel playing at Lynn Camp. OBI travels to Model. Estill is at Nicholas County. And let's see, who other is in the third? A lot of action tonight in the 13th, but I think that is all the teams.
Did you mention Clay at Barberville tonight?
Yes, Yeah. Whitley County is also at Williamsburg tonight in 13th region action. We're going to take a break and come back, and what should be a dandy second half, only less than 2 minutes away at the half. Jackson County 33, Leslie County 32. Third quarter, straight ahead here on PRTC TV.
Located in the Jackson County Regional Industrial Park in Annville, Kentucky, the Jackson County McKee Industrial Development Authority helps companies and communities win. It is and always will be our mission to recruit new business and industry and support the people in our region. We want the people and industry to stay in Jackson County, and here's why. We offer workforce information and training, business planning for new and existing businesses, the fastest broadband in Kentucky, state-of-the-art facilities, and financial assistance and tax incentives. All of this with a rich culture of communities that care. We were just announced as a certified work-ready in progress area. What does this mean for Jackson County? It means that we're ready to go to work with a diverse, skilled, and dedicated workforce. We now have a prime 22-acre construction-ready location just off the newly constructed Highway 30 and only 18 miles from I-75. Close enough, yet far enough. We're Kentucky's advanced manufacturing hub.
Third quarter about to get underway here from Jackson County High School on PRTC TV. The Generals with the ball to open up the third frame. And a 1-point lead, 33-32. Starters back out there, it appears, for both teams.
Leslie kind of back into that 1-2-2 zone.
Bad pass by Ward, intercepted, and an easy bucket for number 0, Dalton Browning. He's got 6. A little bit of a telegraph pass, and the defense saw it coming. Eagles regain the lead by 1.
Kind of really important here, first few minutes, especially coming out in such a tight game like it is, you know, being able to see who kind of makes the most adjustments and who can adjust and keep doing their thing.
This is your swing quarter right here in so many high school basketball games. Jude Lakes tried a little no-look pass to Ward. It's deflected out of bounds. And interesting thing about number 0, Dalton Browning, I think that gives him a steal and 2 deflections in the first 38 seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah, it's very, very active hands on the defensive end. You know, if you're Coach Perry, you probably just want to see Jude shoot it right there.
Nice little design inbound play there. They find Jude streaking toward the basket. He's got 9 to lead the scoring for Jackson County. Guy with the ball in his hand right now for Leslie leads Leslie scoring with 13. 3-pointer missed, and Jude Lakes just an acrobat down there keeping that ball alive. He did that right here in front of us at our corner, and it was something to watch.
Yeah, a very long 3 there too by 11 Hoskins. They shot that one from the JC on the court.
Jude Lakes in the paint, puts it up and in. He's got 11.
Then the Generals kind of coming out in that 2-2-1 press.
Leslie County able to get it in front court with no trouble.
And that press too kindly seems to me, Brian, of more of a token pressure just to try and slow Leslie County down, and which it did right now, so it's kind of stopped and they're having to play a half-court offense, which seems like they don't really like to do, but they can do.
Yeah, they are drivers and slashers. Here's a long 3 from Hensley, and that's good. First 3 of the game for Hensley. He leads all scorers with 16.
Little poor communication there between Summers and Lakes. Summers got the back screen, and then Lakes kindly fell asleep.
All tied up at 37, under 6 minutes to play in the third. Lakes has it knocked away, gets it out to Cunningham. The 3 is too strong. Rebound, though, to Jude Lakes. Jude in the
Nice
paint
move.
with the up, can't get it to fall, but right there is Keegan Ward. Ward cleaning it up, he's got 9. Browning floats it across court to Hacker, left elbow. (39-37), Jackson County with the 2-point lead. In the paint to Myers. Down low, good feed. Number 0 with the reverse layup, Dalton Browning. He's got 8, 4 of them here in the third. 39-39. Vickers, ball overhead, gives it to Cunningham.
And one thing that can be really confusing about this Leslie County 1-2-2 is that they almost drop back into a 3-2.
Ty Summers hits his second 3 of the game for his 6 points, and 30-second timeout called by Coach Parrott. And I do agree with what you're saying about Noble in that head coach of Leslie County. It almost looks like junk defense at some point in time, but there is a method to the madness, and the defense he's playing can look about 3 different ways depending on how it's shaded and where players are on the floor.
Yeah, and one thing too, it's a 1-2-2, but it can either drop into a 3-2 or 2-3, or they can even into a matchup man. Kind of seen there last play, Meyer was on that opposite block. Cunningham was alone. Meyer kind of had the heads-up play to pick up, which also made it look like a man-to-man. But then he dropped back down to it once Hoskins was able to kind of come and push him back off. It takes a lot of communication, a very hard defense to learn. But it looks like Coach Noble's kids have really kind of mastered this defense in this season.
Big 3 there from Ty Summers before the timeout. Generals with a 3-point lead. Myers down low, puts it up. It's blocked by Ward, and I didn't see any contact, but the official had a better look than I did. That'll be the first on Keegan, and the team's first. So Myers hasn't scored and hasn't been to the free throw line tonight. You get 2 of them here. That one's good.
Shot the ball from the free throw line very well tonight.
Only 1 miss. And I jinxed that one. 42-40, and Jude called for traveling before he put the ball down. So Leslie County with a chance to tie or go ahead. 42-40. Jackson County trying to make it 2 wins in 2 nights against 14th region opponents. Last night defeated Powell County, almost gave up a 20-point lead. Actually did give up a 20-point lead, but fought back. Wyatt Hinchley really has a nice shot. He's got 18, which is right on his average of 17.8.
One thing Hinchley does a very good job too is his body control. Kind of shoots, can control himself very well, even off balance, like he did on that last possession.
Now he really can hang in the air and make that jumper. Fouls on Hinchley. That's only his first and the team's first. And Jude Lakes to the free throw line. Jackson County's only shot 4 free throws all night, made 3 of them. That one's good. Jude's got 12. He leads the scoring for Jackson County. Ward has 9 right behind him. Second one no good. And Myers with the rebound for Leslie County. 43-42. Been a very evenly matched game thus far. Long 3 by number 5. That's Hacker, is well off the mark. Summers with the rebound for Jackson County. In the corner to Lakes. Down low, they find Ward. Ward, not a good pass, but Vickers in the right
Bailed
spot.
him out there.
Yeah. Cunningham for a 3, in and out. Rebound to number 11, Hoskins for Leslie County. He almost throws it away, and we're going to have a double dribble called on number 5, Hacker. Andrew Gabbard going to check in for Jude Lakes. Jude has played a long time with those 2 fouls. He's done well to not pick up any more. Gabbard in the corner. Gets it back to Cunningham. Gets it to Vickers, cutting to the basket. He's stripped. Right there is Keegan Ward to get it, though. Can't get it to fall. Ball is loose. Picked up by Leslie County. They're wanting to run without numbers. Shot is up, no good, but we got a blocking foul. Oh, they're going to call a charge. Woo! Might have got away with one there.
Yeah, he kind of come at Cunningham sideways.
Yeah.
However, though, he was very out of control.
He was. I think it was one of those situations where the player was out of control. Cunningham was moving.
It's kind of a bang-bang play as well.
Foul was on Browning. That's his 3rd.
And it might be too, Brian, kind of that out-of-region call as well.
Yeah. Cunningham to Vickers in the corner. Leslie County's fans getting fired up, as are Jackson County's fans. Keegan Ward is going to go to the free throw line. Ty Myers with his 2nd, team's 3rd, and Keegan Ward going to the free throw line, trying to put himself in double figures tonight. He's got 9 points. First one is rolling, no good. So Jackson County only 1 of 3 from the charity stripe here in the 3rd. Vickers comes out. Jude Lakes checks back in. Gabbard, Summers, Ward, Lakes, and Cunningham for Jackson County. Misses them both. Hinchley trying to get a shot off. Good job by Lakes to cut him off, but now he's going to shoot the NBA 3. It's well short. Nobody going for the rebound for Jackson County, and they get another offensive rebound, does Jesse Hoskins. 43-42. 2:18 left here in the 3rd quarter. Leslie County looking just a little bit winded. Either that or they just have really slowed things down so much they're making me think they're winded. Myers. Number 11, Hoskins for a 3. That one's no good, and we're going to have a foul on Leslie County on the rebound as Jude Lakes goes to the ground. So Myers picks up back-to-back fouls. Now he's got 3 along with Browning. Jackson County doesn't have anybody with 3 fouls.
You've got Singleton here checking in too for Ward.
Ty Summers into offensive court for Coach Parrish Generals. Summers has Singleton down low, gets it to him. Summers, aggressive move, and he's going to draw the 4th personal foul on Myers.
You kind of see there Coach Noble's kind of very upset. One thing, Myers is holding his hands up, but every time that you bring your hands down to try and block a shot, 9 times out of 10 they are going to call it a foul on you, even if you didn't foul them. So kind of just a mental mistake there by Myers, and this could be a very excellent coaching moment here for Noble, just kind of tell him of what he did wrong.
Singleton gets his 4th point on the night. Had 3 back in the first quarter. He comes out along with Hacker. Smith checked in, and 1 more. Singleton gets them both. 3 of 4 from the line for Singleton. He's got 5, and Jackson County's lead up to 3 now at 45-42. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Dylan Smith guarded by Summers, his number counterpart. Witt. Fadeaway from Hensley is no good. Rebound to Carter Cunningham for Jackson County, outlet to Summers. Jude Lakes in the corner, finds Singleton. Nice little pass, but Singleton can't get the shot to fall. Carter Cunningham back up and in. Cunningham's got 7. Very balanced attack for Jackson County tonight.
Yeah, Singleton kind of fell away there, made a very great move, but kind of got a little out of control and faded away, but props to Cunningham for fouling the shot.
Hensley, one-man wrecking crew taking on all comers there. He's got 20. 47-44. Jude Lakes down low for Cunningham. Cunningham, his man goes down, he puts it up and in. Good no call. 9 for Carter Cunningham. 49-44, lead out to 5. 28 seconds left in the third.
Looks like, too, that Leslie County is just going to go ISO here these last 20 seconds. Probably hold for the last shot. Going to put it in your best playmaker's hand and see if you can go get a bucket.
Down to 14 seconds. Now 10. Hensley. We're going to have a foul on the floor. 6.6 seconds left, and that might not be a bad foul.
No.
It is Jude's 3rd, though. Team 2nd. So if there was a player on the floor you wouldn't want to have that foul, it's Jude. They're going to get him out to make him sure he doesn't get another one here in the final 6.6. Clemens checks in. Hensley to inbound. Look for him to get it straight back if he can. And he cannot. Can't get a shot off. And got 1 second left. Number 5 with an acrobatic turnaround. It falls well short. So Jackson County wins that third quarter, and at the end of 3 periods of play, they're going to carry a 5-point lead into the fourth quarter over the visiting Leslie County Eagles. Jackson County 49, Leslie County 44 here on PRTC TV.
The biggest game happens before kickoff.
Are you ready to tailgate?
Each week, 2 teams of culinary warriors battle on an NFL team's home turf, sidelining ordinary football food for game-changing gourmet.
Oh my God!
All new NFL Tailgate Takedown, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network.
There's so many great things about life in gig country, and PRTC is proud to be one more. A local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
Jackson County with the 4-point advantage in that third quarter, 16-12 over the Leslie County Eagles. That has helped them to take a 5-point lead into this fourth quarter, 49-44 here on PRTC TV. TJ, Justin, Hunter, Mark, Brian, and Entire PRTC broadcast crew bringing you all the action, streaming live on this Tuesday, February 7th on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Joining us live, make sure you share the broadcast. Leslie County with the ball to open up the fourth quarter. Deflected pass, able to regain control. That's Dylan Smith with it now. Gets it to Hensley. It's interesting. Leslie County almost feel like they're kind of taking the air out of the ball a little bit. Three-pointer no good, but Witt runs down the rebound.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they've been very much slower paced.
And Witt had his shot blocked. Looked pretty clean for Cunningham, but we're going to get the foul. That'll be the first on Carter and the team's third.
And Brian, that goes back to that kind of that one and done mentality of Singleton did a very good job contesting the shot, but forgot to box Witt out.
Gage Witt with his first free throw of the night. He's got 3 points. Only shoots 26% from the line, 11 of 44. We got
lane violation on Leslie.
Didn't go anyway, so it was moot. 49-45, Generals by 4. Summers gets the double team, sees it coming, gets it to Cunningham. They lob it ahead to Lakes. Lakes on the baseline, and a bad pass. Stolen back for a moment by Singleton. Look at him diving on the ground. Love it. And we're going to have a foul called on Jackson County. I believe on Vickers.
Yeah, his momentum kind of caused that foul. He really wasn't able to kind of pull up and stop.
Non-shooting foul. Foul did occur before the shot. Smith trying to con his way into a couple of free throws there. Didn't work. Hensley. Number 5, an acrobatic shot. A lot of contact there. Going to get a Jackson County foul. Fouls on Summers. That's Ty's first and the team's 5th. So Jaden Hacker going to the free throw line to shoot 2. He hasn't scored since the first half. Had 7 in the first half. He's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. That one's good. 49-46. No field goals for either team in this first minute of this fourth quarter. Leslie County does have 3 free throws. 9 points for Hacker. Lakes gets it from Summers. Puts it off the glass and good. Jude Lakes has 14. 51-47.
Jackson County going to come out in that man-to-man. You really look for probably a high ball screen right here, and they're going to see if Singleton can stay with Hensley, but he settles for the deep 3.
It's a really good job by Vickers to see that coming and work around that screen. And Coach Noble calls a 30-second timeout to save the possession. Interesting thing, I don't know how the rules go, but it was almost like when we heard that whistle, that player was already out of bounds in the air trying to save it. I guess you can still call timeout unless you actually set foot out of bounds.
To my knowledge, as long as the player has possession, even if they are in the air, they are able to call timeout. And it could have been a delayed whistle as well, and they could have tried to call it. He tried to call it before he was in the air, and they just didn't hear it in time. It's something like that.
The human factor.
Yes.
Just like on the clock, if you got half a second left, there's only time for a tip, but that starter's got to start that clock too. 51-47 your score, 6:25 left here in the fourth quarter. It'll be Leslie County's ball as Coach Noble very wisely called that timeout to save the possession. Witt sets the screen for Hensley. Gets it back down to Witt. His shot is blocked by Vickers. Ahead to Jude Lakes. He's hard to handle one-on-one, up and in. 9.5 for Lakes. He's got 16 for the game. Hensley in the paint, puts it up, and can't get it to fall, but does draw the foul. He is the straw that stirs the drink, and that is number 4 on Jude Lakes. We'll see if Coach Parrott makes a move, if he tries to do something offensive and defensive, or what he does. I believe he does have Gabbard up off the bench. He'll probably bring Andrew in for him. Keegan Ward going to check in too. Hensley misses the free throw after he made his first 5 in a row. Singleton and Lakes come out as Gabbard and Ward come in.
And one thing too, if you're Coach Parrott, you're probably going to have to try to find a way to make some kind of adjustment of where you can maybe get Cunningham defending that high ball screen, because he's a little more mobile and agile than Ward or Singleton, either one. Just kind of something, maybe an in-game adjustment that Coach Parrott might be able to make.
Cunningham throws it ahead to Vickers in the front court. Vickers over to Ty Summers for a 3. It's short. Rebound to Hensley, and Summers fouled him. Not on purpose, just trying to get to that ball. Another one of those momentum type fouls. That's the second on Summers, the 7th team foul. So we'll walk all the way down to the other end, and Hensley will get a 1-and-1. 53-48. It's been a slow-moving fourth quarter thus far after 3 really quick-moving quarters. Only been playing probably around an hour. Front end is good for Wyatt Hensley. He's got 22 to lead all scorers here tonight. Ty Summers only was 6 for Jackson County, well off of his average. 53-50, down to a 3-point lead. Good job by Cunningham. He's got Ward all the way down there. Couldn't make a very accurate pass, but what'd they call?
Travel.
Travel called on Ward. And that's one of those situations where they were trying to get the ball to Gabbard, and Gabbard looked up and saw Ward all by himself, but just didn't have the right angle to get it down to Ward in the right position.
Yeah, kind of took that dribble too when he really didn't need to. Kind of Myers come up, put a little pressure in his face, which ended up altering the pass.
Hacker hands off to Browning. Browning gives it to Hensley. Three-pointer for Hensley is no good, short. Rebound to Summers. Summers bounce pass ahead to Vickers. Good ball fake up and in. Corey Vickers, big bucket there for Jackson County when they really needed one. Myers is wide open, did not take the 3. Number 5 with the short jumper, might have been partially blocked. Ward gets the rebound. Cunningham, long pass ahead to Gabbard, and he's going to be fouled. So Jackson County, the momentum kind of swinging back toward the home team here in the last 30 seconds or so. And Hacker picks up his 3rd and the team's 6th. So Andrew Gabbard going to get a couple of free throws here.
And this is one thing, too, with these late games adjustments. You'd really like to see the Generals be able to knock down these free throws. That's something they struggled with last night.
Well, they think they were 4 of 12 in the fourth quarter last night and really left the door open for the Pirates of Powell County to kind of hang around. Gabbard with some nice front English on that one. He's got 8. Got a 30-second timeout called by Coach Greg Parrott, 57-50 with 4:50 left in the game. We'll keep it right here in Hunter Carroll. It's one of those games to where, you know, Jackson County has a 7-point lead, but with players like Hensley and Browning and Hacker for Leslie County, the lead doesn't feel safe, and you get the feeling that we're still in that domain right now to where both teams are looking for a spark, and whoever grabs the momentum in these final 5 minutes, this still could go a lot of different directions.
Yeah, and one thing, too, you know, 7 points is really – that's just 3 possessions. You know, in 3 possessions, you can go on a 9-0 run and you're up 2, especially with, you know, when you've got playmakers like Hensley and kids who are shooting the ball as well as some of these Leslie County kids have done in the second half with numbers like 5, Hacker there, the way they've shot it. A 7-point lead is not safe with a little under 5 minutes left to go in this game. It's one of those, you know, if you're the Generals, you've got to keep your foot on the gas and you can't just idle.
Yeah, teams start playing complacent when they get a late lead and start playing more trying to avoid losing than winning. Got to keep attacking the basket and doing what got you here in the first place.
And right now, too, if you're the Generals, I'd say probably in the huddle, Coach Parrott's told number 13, Clemens, to really chase Hensley, and if he gives it up, kind of don't let him have it back.
Hensley gets away from the screen. 3 rattles out, though. The rebound is going to go out of bounds off of the Eagles and back to Jackson County. So they get the contested 3 from Hensley that went halfway down and wouldn't fall. And the Generals with a chance to expand the lead here. Summers into front court. Penetrates, kicks it down low for Ward. Up and in with a slick move. Keegan Ward with 11. Nice little spin move there from number 42.
He's 2 rebounds away from a double-double.
Hensley runs out of real estate and is able to get it to his teammate, number 0 at the last second, Browning, and Browning going to be fouled. Foul called on Clemens. That's his first and team's 8th, and that'll put number 0, Dalton Browning, to the line for the first time tonight. He's got 8. Say hello to all of our viewers over in Leslie County and Hyden and surrounding areas over there. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Browning makes the free throw. Let's look at the stat line for Leslie County. They have no field goals in the first 4 minutes of this fourth quarter, but they are 8 of 10 from the free throw line. That's just as good as 4 buckets.
Yeah, shoot the.
And we got a foul called in backcourt as Cunningham was splitting a couple of defenders. Going to be a 1-and-1 for Carter. Dalton Browning has just picked up his 4th for Leslie County. He joins Ty Myers as 2 starters with 4 fouls for the Eagles. Jude Lakes has 4 for Jackson County. It'll be interesting to see how much longer Coach Parrott leaves Jude on the bench with under 4 to go. Cunningham makes the first one. He also climbs into double figures, becomes the 3rd General in double figures tonight, joining Jude Lakes and Keegan Ward. Gets them both. Jackson County a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. They got their biggest lead of the night, 61-52.
Been a very well-balanced scoring attack for the Generals tonight as well.
Had several players in the scoring column last night, and a good no call there. Good defense by Clemens to cause the turnover. Summers gets it over to Carter Cunningham. Cunningham cross courts over to Gabbard. Back to Summers. Loses the ball. And we're going to have a timeout called by Leslie County, which probably either kept Ty from getting another foul, but Ty was going after the jump ball. It is going to be a full timeout called by Leslie County. We'll step away for a quick break. Generals lead by 9 over the Eagles, 61-52, 3:21 left here on PRTC TV.
Today, reliable internet is crucial for everyone to thrive. PRTC gets it. And we want you to know if you are currently enrolled in the Affordable Connectivity Program or Lifeline to help with your PRTC bill. You will lose these important benefits if you sign up for a government-funded cell phone plan. Protect your ACP or Lifeline benefit. Contact PRTC to learn more.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
Coming to you live on our PRTC TV YouTube channel and our PRTC TV Facebook page on this Tuesday, February 7th. PRTC TV and high school basketball coverage from Jackson County High School. The Generals of Jackson County with a 9-point lead over the Eagles of Leslie County, 61-52. We've got 3:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Eagles with the ball. Hensley guarded closely by Clemens. Gets the screen. Long 3 is short. Rebound is going to go to the Eagles, though. Number 0 corrals it. Number 5 with the jumper. It's well short, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Jackson County. They're saying back to Leslie County.
I believe that was the right call. Kind of seems like it went off Summers' shin.
Yeah, I thought so too. Ward checks out. Jude Lakes checks in. Jude playing with those 4 fouls. Leading scorer tonight was 16. Inbound to Myers. Dalton Browning trying to get it to Hensley, but stolen by Jude Lakes, and Myers is fouled out. He becomes the first player to foul out. Fouls out with 1 point on the night. That'll put Jude down on the other end. That's the 8th team foul on Leslie County, and Jude will get a 1 and a bonus. Jesse Osborne going to check in for Myers. Jude is 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Hasn't got to play as much as he would like because of the foul trouble. Picked up 2 there in the first quarter and had to sit out some. Free throw is going to be no good, though. But Gabbard with the rebound. Back up and in.
4th general in double figures.
10 points for Andrew, the 4th player in double figures. Jackson County's biggest lead now, 63-52. Number 1 for 3. That'll get them back into it in a hurry. That's Jesse Osborne with his first points of the night. 63-55. Not a great pass. Summers runs it down, and Hensley almost with the steal. Vickers going to check in for Clemens. Jude Lake's going to inbound at midcourt. 63-55. Both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus. Get it to Jude. Great catch by Lakes. Shovel pass down to Gabbard, up and in. Gabbard was 6 in the quarter, 12 for the game. 65-55. That was the first field goal for Leslie County in the entire 4th quarter. Number 1 tries his hand again at a 3. That one's no good. Vickers with the rebound. Out to Summers for 3. That one's good. 3rd 3 of the game for Ty Summers for all of his 9 points, and the Generals trying to put a dagger in Leslie County. We've got a full timeout on the floor, 68-55. Generals by 13. And Jackson County doing exactly what they need to do, exactly when they need to do it here at crunch time.
Yeah, and you know what? One thing I've really noticed here in this second half, and especially this 4th quarter, is the unselfishness. It's been several extra passes, things like that, you know, and that's winning basketball, and that's things that the Generals are going to have to do if they want to make a run in the 13th regional tournament and get out of the 49th district as well. You know, kind of been very unselfishness from Lakes, Summers, and Cunningham as well. You know, seems like they've got other players involved. Been a very well-balanced scoring. I know we've got 4 in double figures, and Summers is 1 point away from joining to be the 5th player in double figures. You know, very well-balanced scoring attack so far for the Generals.
Well, he's not the only one. Keegan Ward is Keegan Ward just climbed in for the 4th. So, if you can get 4 or 5 players in double figures, that not only shows unselfishness, but it shows team basketball, and that's what wins games. We had a good balanced attack, I felt like, last night against Powell County with several players in the scoring column.
And I thought it was a very kindly, calm, cool collective of just staying together.
And not panicking. 68-55, a minute 47 left in the game. Here's a 3 from the top of the key. It's short, and Cunningham with the rebound. Jude Lakes guarded closely. Penetrates and kicks it to Gabbard, up and in. Well, he did that just a moment ago, and Gabbard, the recipient of a couple of nice dimes from Jude Lakes. 14 for Andrew Gabbard, and number 5, Hacker, a little shaken up on the play.
It looks like he may have got the breath knocking out of him, just kind of with the way Jude Lakes attacked the basket there.
Yes, it appears he has taken a shot. Coach comes out and gets him, helps him to the bench. Hackers had a good game, 9 points on the night. Jackson County just a turnover or some seconds away from putting the finishing touches on this one, 70-55. Number 0, Browning, an open 3 is no good. Lakes up high for the rebound. Outlet to Gabbard. Gabbard realizing that time is indeed on his side. Gets it to Vickers.
Smart.
Little keep away. A foul on number 33. Thomas Saylor's first, team's 9th, and Cunningham going to go to the line to shoot 1 and a bonus. He's got 11 points on the night. He's had a really good overall game. First one is no good, though. And number 3 not able to keep it from going out of bounds. Good credit down there for Vickers to harass him on that one, and Jackson County going to get it back, and that will probably go ahead and put the finishing touches on it.
Yeah, Vickers, I thought Vickers has done a very good job of accepting his role of being that glue guy, of trying to make the other team's best player uncomfortable on the offensive end, doing all the little things. No, he's not going to fill up the stat sheets on the point side, but does a lot of things that go unnoticed.
Leslie County not fouling, and this time they finally will. A lot of time went off the clock. Saylor picks up his second. That's the 10th team foul on Leslie County, so we'll have a double bonus for Ty Summers, which should make him another general in double figures. He'll become the 5th general in double figures, and that might have not happened all year. If it's happened all year, it hasn't happened very often.
And just like we said, kind of goes back to that really unselfish style of play.
Free throw good by Ty, gives him 10. Jackson County 5 of 7 from the free throw line here in the 4th quarter. Much better than last night. Second one rattles out, though. And look at Andrew Gabbard fighting for the rebound and goes out of bounds off of him. But what hustle, man. 71-55, all academic at this point with 35 seconds left. And even White Hensley not even out there, their leading scorer. Here's a 3. That one's too strong. They get their own rebound. Number 1, Osborne for a 3. It's no good, and Summers loses the rebound. Nobody over there with him, just him. 17 seconds left, 71-55. Number 35 for 3. Nails it on the first shot. Hayden Wolf. Only the second field goal for Leslie County here in the half, and Wolf puts it up and in again. And time will expire. Hayden Wolf with 5 points there at the very end. And the final score, Jackson County Generals 71 and the Leslie County Eagles 60. Great show of sportsmanship by the Generals there at the end of the game. Generals pick up their 16th win of the year. They'll improve to 16-10. Leslie County falls to 13-12 on the year. Stay tuned. We'll come back, get inside the numbers. Also have our PRTC TV Player of the Game up next on PRTC TV.
Yes, we're all quite over staying home right now. But we can make it better by streaming the great shows and movies we've been wanting to see. PRTC can help. With fast, reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig, enhanced by reliable Wi-Fi. Stream all you want, no matter how many gadgets are going at once. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade today.
Trade it and upgrade it now at Appalachian Wireless and receive up to $700 off when you trade your old eligible device in and upgrade to a new iPhone 14, 14 Plus, 14 Pro, or 14 Pro Max on an unlimited Appalachian Advantage plan. What better way to start the year off right than with upgrading to a new 5G compatible device on the region's best network while saving up to $700 off on the hottest smartphones. Appalachian Wireless giving you another reason to come join the Big Blue Network. Why? Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
So, what are we doing here?
Well, just a trim. Maybe kind of a layered look.
Will you read the sign?
How about some real choice? Like the choices you get with IPTV, new from PRTC. Enjoy free HD and new features like on-screen caller ID. Plus, record 4 programs at once with our HD DVR. PRTC. It's all about you.
You ready? You're gonna love this. To crank it up and rock it out. We took you backstage and we made you laugh out loud. We brought you great stories and a front row seat to some of country music's biggest stages. But trust us, y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
That's an avalanche of awesome.
This is the Circle Network, and we are just getting started.
Egypt and Mike are back to business.
This is going to be one of our best, Jay.
Balancing project bids.
You can do that. I can do anything.
And busy kids.
Here we go.
Get head over heels for their jaw-dropping reveals.
That is cool.
My yang.
And my yang.
Married to Real Estate. All new Thursday at 9 on HGTV.
Big or small, you need to call 811 before you dig. At least 2 business days before digging, you need to call 811. It's fast, it's free, and it's the law. Why call 811? We mark underground utility lines so you can dig safely. DIY or a pro, you always need to call 811. It's fast to call 811 or visit our website. It's free, and it's the law. Preventing gas and utility damages keeps us all safe. Big or small, you need to call 811 before you dig.
Welcome back to Jackson County High School. It is a final. Jackson County Generals pick up their 16th win of the season with an 11-point win over the visiting Leslie County Eagles, 71-60 here on PRTC TV. And with me, I have the biggest reason why tonight. He was all over the place all night long. 16 points, 4 assists, some nice dimes, fought some foul trouble. Jude Lakes, our PRTC TV player of the game. Jude, we play these 14th region opponents, and you and I were talking off the air before we came on the air about number 13, Wyatt Hensley. He was, you had mentioned he was in our game and got hurt in the second quarter and didn't really know what to expect out of this team. We knew Wyatt had only played 10 games and averaged 18 points, but he was a player, and this was a little dangerous Leslie County team that come to see us tonight.
That's correct. We knew we beat him by maybe 20 first time we played him, but he had also not played 3/4 of that game. And he's worth every bit of 20 points. So we knew we had a dogfight tonight.
Going into the game, was a lot of the attention going to be on Hensley as far as from the coach's perspective that he was going to be the man that we had to stop?
Yes, and Jaden Hacker,
yeah.
He's also averaging right around 17. So he's also a big threat we had to look at along with Hensley.
Go into a game like this with Leslie County, they're kind of similar in ways to Powell County last night. We took that huge gut punch in the third quarter and had some resiliency, and I think it helped us tonight have some confidence against a good Leslie County team. But playing these 14th region teams, it's a little bit of a different world, not only in the style of play that they play, but it looked like that Leslie County really wanted to get up and down the floor. I know you like getting up and down the floor too, but it seemed like there was a concerted effort to kind of slow them down with some token pressure and some different things. Were you all trying to keep it more on the half-court side?
Yeah, we would have liked the whole game to be on the half-court side because they seemed very uncomfortable whenever they weren't just running and gunning. But it's hard to do that for long. You can do it periodically, but not the whole time. And that's just the style they like to play, and they're good at it.
You bring me to my next point about the Generals. One thing about it with you and Ty in the backcourt and people like Carter and Keegan and Peyton down low, you guys have the option to where you can make it a perimeter game. You can make it a game in the paint. You can mix it up during the game, and not every team has that. Like the team tonight, like the team last night, they didn't have that inside presence, so that has to give a team like the Generals an advantage when you can play different ways.
Yes, it's hard to guard that too. Like you don't, I mean, not very many teams have defenders that can guard the paint and the perimeter, and if your team can do that, you'll do well.
They really paid Ty a lot of attention, and he only had the 3 3-pointers tonight in the field and the free throw for 10 points. But we got some great sparks off the bench. We had 5 players in double figures for this team. But talk about the play of Andrew Gabbard off the bench tonight.
He is the closest thing we have to an Andrew Madden, and he can shoot, he hustles, he gets after it, and he's so fun to play with.
Well, you and him hooked up on a couple of real nice dimes there where you found him in the right spot and kind of closed the game out. But he is one of those players that would run through a brick wall and not even bat an eye.
Yes, he is.
Well, it's got to be fun to play with Andrew. Listen, things are chiming up good. We've got Corbin left and a couple of games next week before district. I know that we've got our eyes on Clay County, and we want to make sure they don't beat us 3 times, in a season. But it's very easy to look past those games when you get down to this part of the season. How do you lock in? How do you not allow yourself to look ahead?
Watch film. Don't skip ahead to other games. Watch film on your upcoming game. Study them. And stay focused.
Live in the moment.
Yep, live in the moment.
Great game tonight, my friend. 16 points, 4 assists, fought some foul trouble. You didn't let it get you down, played with some fouls there for a while. You are our PRTC TV player of the game.
PRTC, you are the best. No one around here competes with y'all. Y'all are the best.
Thank you, Jude. Appreciate that good word, my brother. Jude Lakes with 16 points. He led 5 players in double figures for the Generals tonight as they pull out a hard-fought 11-point win, 71-60 over the visiting Leslie County Eagles. Jackson County improves to 16-10 on the season, while Leslie County falls to 13-11. Before we go, let's get our final rundown on our team and individual stats. And for that, we go to Hunter Carroll.
We'll start with Leslie County's individuals. You had number 14, Ty Myers, with 1 point. Number 1, Jesse Osborne with 3 points. Number 3, Dylan Smith with 3 points. Number 35, Hayden Wolf with 5 points. Number 11, Jesse Hoskins with 6 points. Number 5, Jaden Hacker with 9 points. Number 0, Dalton Browning with 10 points and 6 rebounds. And then they were led by Mr. White Hensley, number 13, with 23 points and 5 rebounds. Then if you flip over to the Jackson County side, you had number 24, Corey Vickers, with 4 points. Number 33, Peyton Singleton, with 5 points. Number 3, Ty Summers, with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Number 32, Carter Cunningham, with 11 points and 6 rebounds. And number 42, Keegan Ward, with 11 points and 8 rebounds. And then our PRTC player of the game was Mr. Jude Lakes with 16 points. Then if you flip over to the team stats, Brian, Jackson County was 21 of 35 from 2-point range for 60%, compared to Leslie County's 15 of 22 for 68%. Leslie County shot 5 of 26 for 3 for 19%, compared to Jackson County's 6 of 15 for 40%. Jackson County did shoot 11 of 18 from the free throw line for 61%, compared to Leslie County's 15 of 18 for 83%. Leslie County did have 27 team rebounds compared to Jackson County's 28 team rebounds. Jackson County did have 10 turnovers compared to Leslie County's 10 turnovers.
What about assists?
Leslie County had 6 team assists compared to Jackson County's 16 team assists.
That's a big deal right there. You get 10 more dimes in a game, that's going to win you some ball games. One I missed was the three-pointers for Leslie County.
They were 5 of 26 for 19%.
Yeah, that's a big stat right there.
Yeah.
Jackson County ends up with a 1 rebound advantage, 28-27. But you look at the 3-point shooting, Jackson County 6 of 15. They actually made more and took 11 fewer attempts. So that was a big stat in this game. And if you look at the field goal shooting, Jackson County able to put up 13 more 2-pointers than Leslie County could, which has a lot of 3-pointers as well. But Leslie County was proficient from 2-pointers, 15 to 22, and that's a lot of your driving and slashing and high percentage transition buckets.
Very efficient. And another thing, the stat that really sticks out to myself is they were 15 of 18 for 83% from the free throw line.
Yes.
Shot the free throw very well. I thought they did do a very good job of. They really didn't beat themselves in that second half. I know they had 10 turnovers, but I think 7 of those were in the first half. So, did a better job of controlling the ball, but they made their free throws. And, that's some things, too, that'll keep you in a lot of games, even if your opponent is maybe a little bit better than you, just because it stops the clock and it's a wide-open 15-foot shot that nobody's guarding you on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, the final, Jackson County wins it by 11, 71-60. The Generals improved to 16-10. I had Leslie County wrong. Their fall to 13-12 instead of 13-11. And Jackson County pulls ahead in overall meetings since online stats in 1999. They have now won 5 to Leslie County's 4, and Jackson County has won 4 in a row against the Leslie County Eagles. That's going to do it for us. Our next broadcast will be on Friday night, I'll be running solo. I don't think you're going to be able to be with me Friday night, are you?
No, sir.
We'll be doing the Jackson County, entertaining the Corbin Redhounds here at Jackson County High School. That'll be a 7:30 tip. We'll hit the air just before 7:30. And then next week, the final week of the regular season, I believe we got senior night coming up a week from Thursday.
On the
I think
16th.
The 16th. It's a mismatched doubleheader. The girls play Bell and
the boys play Pineville.
The
I
boys
believe.
play Pineville on a mismatched doubleheader. That'll be senior night, and that's only a week away, a week and 2 days away from right now. So things wrapping up rather quickly. Again, the final 71-60 for TJ Isaacs, Justin Lakes, Mark Sulfridge, Hunter Carroll. My name is Brian Murray. Thank you for joining us for another presentation of exciting high school basketball action here on PRTC TV.